Aloha, everyone. That's right. We used to have a Hollywood clapper, and so now we have hands going, but it doesn't matter because we're here. And I went out and welcome you, and we want to welcome everyone who's online. If you'll notice in the back, there's a little camera up there. I don't want you to get nervous about it, but they are live streaming this way. We go all over the world with our global community. And first off, I am Reverend Dr. Patrick Feren, and up here we're having a little switch in some things. That woman that has the labyrinth, wearing the labyrinth, that's up right there is Reverend Dr. Rita, Andriello-Feren, so she has much more to say in her name. But before we get started, I do want to send out a very special to Jeremy and Amy, who are our wonderful musicians. And they had a little emergency that they had to leave for, and they're fine. They're just going to take care of some relatives in Chicago. So what we did is what we always do. We just jump right in and bring this music anyway and do that. But let's just make sure we send some wonderful thoughts out to our beautiful Jeremy and Amy. And with that being said, let's just take a moment to just settle in. Just center in and let everything, and I do mean everything, that happened before this moment, and not pay attention to anything in the future moment. And let's just be right here, right now, in this incredible moment, this divine moment, this moment that Source is living through and as, this thing called good, this thing called God, this wondrous, wondrous presence that needs no name because it is everything, seen and unseen. It is the very breath that I am breathing. It is the very breath that we are all breathing together. So we may need our names, and I'm grateful for them, but this power needs no name except right here and right now. So let us unfold with this celebration of remembering who and what we are, remembering that no matter what is happening out there, that what is happening in here is safe, it is sound, and it has power that can move mountains. Or we could just simply walk around it. So knowing that we have come together on divine purpose, I just say thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to share this space of love with each and every one of you. And I just say thank you. I release my word as law. We let it be as together as one we affirm. And so it is. The Namaste Singers.
So if you have the words, please follow along with us. You should have them. Anyway, let's go. Jonathan, when you're
She's going to be passing those words around right now.
Starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside.
Without any rehearsal, you just jumped right in, didn't you?
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. We start where we are, and we just make it work. So thank you, Namaste, for stepping up, and thank you all for singing with us, for sure. So Patrick already told you who we were, so I don't need to repeat that, but I do need to let us look at our vision statement and just take a moment to take it in and perhaps say it together, all right? Awakening humanity to its magnificence, while walking the bridge from duality to unity consciousness. Whoa, I know, right?
Breathe that in for a moment.
Breathe that in. It's a big order these days, but it's the only way, is to remember that we're all one, no matter what it looks like. We are felt everywhere, in and through everything. So, that being said.
So this whole month we have been celebrating light. And even more than that, lighten up. Has everybody felt a little more lighten up these days? Or not? It really doesn't matter. I was just saying today that someone said, I said, how you doing? And they said, I'm all right. And I said, well, that's a good place to be. You're all right. Just stay where you are. We are so in a hurry to get to the next emotion that we don't want to feel, that we don't take the moment to just say, wow, I might be feeling a little, how do you say it spiritually? Crappy today. And so what I do know is that you could just feel that. And if we don't fight it, it slips away and goes down that beautiful river, and we're not holding on to it. So that just intuited, but let me tell you, we have a wonderful affirmation that everyone's going to love. I can feel it right now. See, you know that song, This Little Light of Mine? I like it, except I think we have a bigger light than just this little light of mine. So this is how it goes. This big light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. You ready? This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let's do it one more time, and we have a center cat around here. Let her hear it. Ready?
This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. And so it is. Yeah. So if you're here for the first time and don't know what we do here, we practice a philosophy and a way of life. I like to know it as a way of life, called the science of mind and spirit. And it isn't a religion, it's merely a way to look at the world. And what we know in this philosophy that was founded by Ernest Holmes in the 1900s, but yet has been around for ages, I believe, because I think if you looked at any religion or any philosophy or culture, you know, that practices a spirituality of some sort, they all really comes down to one thing. We're all looking for that place within us that makes us feel at peace, that makes us feel at one, that makes us feel like there's something greater than us that may be moving our life. And so what we know is that presence and power and light and love, we don't have to go looking for it because it's right here where we are. It breathes us, it lives us, it is us. We are beautiful, important individualizations of this great intelligence, this great creative source of energy, this great thing which is pure love. And when we let that move through us and allow it to intuit through us, and we listen to it, and because it's only good, it's not going to be telling us something to go do that's not totally in alignment and good and in benefit to all of creation. So when we listen to that and we live our life by that, we realize that our minds are really important. The way we think makes a difference. We matter. We have the saying, my mind matters. And so when we can think from that highest place and recognize that power moving through us and through each and every person that we're looking at, can you imagine what kind of world we could have with that? So that is what we strive for here, what we live, because if we can't live it, there's no point. Like if we can't take that thought and then actually use it, there's no point in having it. So it's practical in the way that we apply it to our lives. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And it is so great to see so many beautiful faces that are new, that have been here before and have returned for a moment or two or how many. And we have Quanta the cat that just walked in. I bring them in for the children. But if you do have a little bit of any kind of, stuff, just bypass her. She'll be fine. Quanta, our cat, came here, adopted us. She's our center cat. And she had a little accident, and she is now recovering completely. So give it up for our Quanta. Yeah. And what she was is she's a community builder, because she took not just our center, but the entire community. They wrote an article on her, and we had a lot of awareness about we could treat our animals a little better than we do, and we could also treat each other better than we probably do.
That's true.
So this is all about you now. Now, if you haven't been in this space before, you are new. Even if you've been in other spaces, you are new, because this is our new space. We've been here 12 years. We are celebrating our birthday in a couple of weeks.
But we've only been here for how long?
And we've only been here going in October for 2 years. But I just want you to know that if you have been here before, we know some things about you. And if you haven't been here before, we know some things about you. And we are going to share them. So if you are new, don't worry, no big thing. Just do a little hand raise so we can just say hi. There, hi. There we go. Okay, so like I said, if you've been here before, we got something new to tell you. If you've been here the first time, we got what we know about you. Are you ready? So this is what we know. Everybody got their information? Yes? Okay. You are magnificent. And I'm going to tell you, you looked very relieved when we said that. Because I said, we know something about you. And she was like, really? Who told? Wait, did you? So we are so grateful to have you here. So we know that you are magnificent. And the reason we know that is because when we woke up and we looked in the mirror, we saw our own magnificence. So if I see mine, then we see yours, correct? Mm-hmm. So there are some people that are getting a little antsy in the camera, and they would like to know that they are magnificent too. So could you look up there and let them know? You are magnificent. Now put your hands on your heart. We're going to do some claiming here. I am magnificent. But we're not alone. We are never alone. We have the we factor. Are you ready? We are magnificent. Oh, now they are too. Let's give it to them again. You are magnificent. Now look to your left, to your right. I don't care where you look, but tell somebody they're magnificent. And here's in case you forget, for your whole family, it says you are magnificent. 1, 2, 3. Do we have enough? Magnificent. One more.
All right, just turn your attention back here, please. So last week, we had Karen Drucker here. It was wonderful, right? Everybody that's here that got to hear her and went to her retreat. So what is interesting is last week she left us her tracks so that we could use them in case of an emergency. And the very next week, what happened? We have a little emergency, and we need to use her tracks. So we are using a few of her tracks today. And the first one we're going to do together, and it's a song we all know. Maybe not all of us, but it's called "The Face of God." So I will lead it, and Namaste will back me up here, and we will all join in together and sing it. All right? So as soon as Jonathan gets it on, and we can hear it. Can you hear the music?
Yeah, let's take this in, shall we?
Let's remember who we are. the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You might want to turn to somebody and let them know who they are. The face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. One more time. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Thank you. Thank you, Namaste. I'm going to get a sip of water before I start. Thank you, everybody. So, I think it's time for my talk. I feel like I've been talking the whole time.
Funny.
So, what's interesting, like I said about Karen, when she was here last week, and if you don't know who she is, and if you don't know who you are, go listen to her music.
Then you're in the right place.
So, she said to me, she said, you know, you're a singer, and she said, and you can have my tracks. She said, so you should never be out of music. And I was like, you know, if something happens or whatever. So there we are, like I said before. So thank you, Karen. We appreciate you.
Yay.
And Karen, when we first arrived on island, actually gave us music so that we would have it. She just wrote me and said to Patrick and I, and just said, hello, Harley guys and girls. She just wrote and said, if you ever need music, here it is. And so she's very generous, loving, beautiful, amazing person. So this week, Patrick and I took 3 days away. We went to the cottages where we like to go. We can't leave island really, so we take that time to the Waimea Plantation cottages to just kind of recalibrate and remember who we are. And I'm really glad we did it. And what was interesting about it is that I'm grateful we did it too. I'm just so grateful. What was interesting about it is, you know, everybody's like, well, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Well, to tell you the truth, Patrick, I think we were pretty much on the same page. We didn't do anything. Besides, we contemplated, we reflected, we read, we talked to each other. We did those things that nourish us and strengthen us and actually help us to kind of look at our life and say, okay, where are we at? and not trying to make anything happen, but just kind of really settle into that. And, you know, our life for the last 12 years has been all about this, right? And it's all about how I have come to truly appreciate this, like what we've completed, and not completed even, it's growing, it's changing. I won't even say it's growing right now, I would say it's shifting and changing. I've gotten out of that word growing, because in some ways it feels like it's not, and that's the part that's a little scary, but what I know is it's shifting. And it's like sometimes, and we're seeing a lot of that in the world at the same time, everything has to be dismantled in order for us to take our lead and do what we know is the truth. And we can only do that like individually as each one of us. We can't like look for it out there. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of looking for things out there. I'm knowing, and I'm knowing that the only thing I can do is to go within, like the quote that I had for the meditation, which was, the more faithfully you listen to the voice within you, the better you will hear what is sounding outside. And only they who listen can speak. And what this person means from that is that, for me, I'm going to hear what's happening out there from a lot higher place when I'm listening in here. And when I'm looking out from that place to what's happening out here, instead of looking out there and then trying to fix it out there. There's something called, and I've talked about this before, and I'm just so into it right now, the observer effect. And it is a proven science in quantum science. It's proven with experiment and stuff, and it means, and it's the old quote, when you look at the way you look at things, the things you look at change. What does that mean, really? What does that mean? When we change the way we look at something, the things we look at change. I'm sure we have a different answer for that, each of us. I know that I can't separate myself from anything that's happening, and the only way I can make changes in my life, or changes, well, only changes in my life, really. I can't change the world. I can only change this world, which changes the world. Because I start acting from a different place. Because I'm thinking from a different place, and because I'm living from a different place, and therefore I'm in a position where I can actually help, instead of going into like some spiral, downward spiral of naysayers and, you know, stuff that we don't even know if it's true or not true. And this does not mean that we ignore what's happening, because I heard that, and there might be people here who are ignoring it, but we can't ignore it anymore. We have to be the soldiers of spirit, the life force of spirit, the loving intelligence of spirit in this world. Because I'm getting chills from this, because this is what's going to change everything. When enough of us stand up and say, this is who I am, this is what I know my brothers and sisters are. We are love, we are power, we are spirit, we are individual expressions of the Most High, the most amazing intelligence that there is. Oh my God, it's everything, it's everything. So the journey is, and I know we've all been on journeys with ourselves, is that it's a journey that we have to take on our own. We have to take that journey. We have to go into our own hearts and our own souls. I mean, we don't have to. I guess we could just keep going the way we're going. But I don't know about you, but I just can't do that. I'm like, you know, even when I'm at the cottages, and the first thing I'm doing is like, okay, Rita, what do you need to know right now? What do you need to grow in? What do you need to be more of? What do you need to let go of? What's not serving you anymore? All of those things. It's not an overnight thing. It happens gradually, but it starts with a decision to do it, like to take that journey into yourself, to release, to literally let go of anything anymore that you feel like you're holding on to, that you're ashamed of or guilty about. If you got to make restitution, make it. But it's not, because what happens, and it happens a lot, is people have wounds, and then they project those wounds on each other because they haven't solved those wounds themselves, and we're seeing a lot of that right now. So when you say, oh, there's nothing I can do, yes, you have a lot you can do. You can help by helping yourself and enjoying and loving the people you're around and being a light and not buying into the things that people say, and just being willing to stand for truth and to be willing to say what the truth is, that love is the truth, and not just let people say things that are destructive if you're listening and they're saying them to you. I'm not, everybody does it in their own way. This was not the way I intended this talk to go, but obviously it's the way it's going. So it never is. I just kind of let it go. I write a bunch of stuff, and I'm a writer, and I write blogs and do all this stuff, and then write books. And I just feel, for myself, as I was at the cottages and I was thinking about these things, I was like, and I would ask yourself, what am I still holding on to? What am I still ashamed of? What do I still feel guilty about? What am I don't feel worthy enough to have? What in my life, like whether it's a beautiful relationship or whether it's, more money, more friendships, whatever it is, what about me? If I want those things, there's nothing like that's being kept from us. Ernest Holmes says that. He says all we have to do is allow it. We just have to allow it. That's so easy to just allow it, or is it? Because sometimes we hold it back and we don't allow it because we think we're the ones that have to do it. But the title of the talk is From Burden to Brilliance. And we are releasing our brilliance right now. That's what I know. We're releasing our brilliance. At least that's what I'm doing the best I can. Ernest Holmes said the burden of life is not that we have to carry it, but we try to carry it alone. How many times have you tried to carry something you're going through alone? Right? But we're not alone. I tell this to people all the time when I'm talking to them and they're feeling that way, and when I'm feeling that way, is that there is this intelligence and love and beauty and power that's working through us, that no matter, even if we're alone in life, we're never alone, because that's always there for us. That's always there for us to turn to. You know the story of the prodigal son from the Bible, or maybe you don't, but when the guy came home, the son came home, he was expecting to be reprimanded and all that, and all his dad did was just turn to him and say, let's have a party. That story is just a metaphor for us. It's a metaphor that says, like, there's no condemning God, no matter what we grew up with, that said there was. There is not a condemning God. Can you imagine a God that we call love is going to be condemning us? Come on, guys. We're the only ones doing it. So, yeah. So if I have any message today, it's that no matter what's happened in our life, no matter what's happening right now, we don't have to carry it alone, and there's a brilliance in there. There's something that wants to shine through. That's us. That's the thing. Like for me, it's like that thing I know I still want to express. Like I'm bringing this labyrinth back. I'm determined. I'm becoming this and that with it, and I'm just going to bring it back, because just like Lauren Artress brought it to us in 1991, she brought this labyrinth that had been buried under chairs in Europe, and she brought it because she knew it was a place where people could have transformations. And I have to go back to that, because that's what I was doing when I was in Los Angeles, and I have to do it here. I have to go back to it and let people know about that. So that's like stirring in me. That's my brilliance. You each have a brilliance of some kind. I know it, or you wouldn't be sitting here. So get with the brilliance. Each of us. Yeah, get with the brilliance. So I'm going to sing for you because I love this song, and I think that this song basically tells it all. And I wish I could find many other songs I love as much as this one, but but I will. So this song comes from a play called The Notebook. And it has nothing to do with what it has to do within the play. It's my way. What? Oh, Mike, thank you. He's reminding me that I have to sing with this because I might hit a few high notes, and I don't want to. So I'll take this. Should I take it off, or just, you're going to turn it off? Okay.
This one's on now?
Oh. Okay.
This is what happens to me when I go away for 3 days.
We all need to do that.
Where am I? Where am I going? Is it somewhere that I want to go? And when I get there, is that where happy is? Or is it somewhere I already know? Sometimes I feel like I cry without a noise. Sometimes I feel like somebody chose my choice. I have to run away. I have to sit and stay. I want to live a life where I'm allowed to say that I'm proud of the way that I spent my days. I can feel something growing. It is small, but it's shifting the ground. When I was younger, I could hear it. Now it's back. It's my sound. Sometimes I feel like I've lost my only voice, but then I realize only I can choose my choice. I have to run away. I have to sit and stay. I want to live life where I'm allowed to say that I'm proud of the way that I spent my days. These days, all we ever really get are days to dream or days to lose. I just have to choose my time. I have to run away. I have to stay. I want to live a life where I'm allowed to say that I followed my heart, I followed my joy, I lived this one wild life, I ripped it apart, I pressed through the corners with no apologies, and finally I can say, I know no way. I'll say that I love the way that I spent my days.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Woo! Let's live it. And now my wonderful, amazing partner in crime, Patrick Farron. Oh my God.
That applause wasn't as big as hers. My mom always comes up, and I remember when Rita would sing, she would go, wow, she certainly has a set of pipes, doesn't she? And I go, yes, Mother, she does. So from burden to brilliance, how do we get there? Has anybody ever felt like you had a burden to carry? Have you ever felt like you were the burden? That wasn't in the notes. Yeah, burden is, when I heard this, I loved it. It was like burden to brilliance. And I think that it is through the burden sometimes that we do find the brilliance. I know in my life, I definitely know that I found through all of the burden, I found the brilliance, and I was so grateful in hindsight. People say, how do you get through it? How do you get through it? And I said, well, you get through it by gratitude eventually, but while you're in it, you have a lot of things to say that don't sound so pretty about what went on. But I have this wonderful message from Ernest Holmes, who's the founder, and if you look at him in the back room when you walk in, you see his picture, and he doesn't really look like a party animal, I'll tell you that. He looks, because when I first heard about him and I would hear his messages, I was thinking, he's pulling in 10,000 people at a time, and wow. And it wasn't, I was listening, I was going, I'm sure what he was saying was great, but it didn't seem that exciting. So it does show that the contents will move forward no matter what. So he says, how often do we feel burdened as if life's challenges rest solely on our shoulders? Ernest Holmes reminds us that it is not the truth of who we really are. Our only real task is to allow Spirit to flow through us. We are not here to force outcomes or carry the world. We are here to trust the divine intelligence within us. And I don't know about any of you, and it all sounds good, doesn't it, when you come somewhere, it's like, and Spirit's moving through, and everybody's like, yeah, I love it, I love that feeling. And then we go out into our world, and we deal with some maybe diagnoses or those checkbooks that don't look as pretty at the end of the month as you would like them to look, or people are not treating us the way we think we should be treated. And all of that stuff, as we were talking this morning, sometimes I catch myself in the middle of that little quibbling stuff going, really? There's something about evolving. Your self-talk gets easier, but it's not as pretty as it was when I was making it all up. Because I will get that divine urge that will say, knock it off. You have a life to live. You have a life to live. Robin Sharma says, turn your mess into a message and your burden into brilliance. Ooh, have you ever turned your mess into a message? Ooh, I've been through some messes. Yeah, nobody in this room has, because I know that's why I'm tanning off of your glow. Because you guys are wonderful. I had something that happened, I want to use it as a metaphor, but one thing that, back to the cottages that just popped in. Rita was like this, secret guru this last 3 days for me personally. She had a question for everything that I thought I was just really pronouncing. I really had it down, What'd you hear of this one? And she goes, I have a question for you. And I knew I was in trouble, because she would say, I said, what we have to do with the center and the center and the center and the center. And she said, okay, that's fine, but what do you want? And all of a sudden, it's just, how do you see the next years unfolding for Patrick? And I was, damn, that's good. And I was right in the middle of a Costco dog. And I went, wow. So I wiped the mustard off my face, and I went, that's a good one. Then she moves on. So now I have lots to journal about. So then every night, just to say, well, I won't tell everything that we do when we go to bed, but I will tell you this, that when we're in bed, we say the things that we're grateful for before we go off to sleep. And she does hers, I do mine. And so the next morning, I'm going, and I'm grateful for this, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for that. And she's not going on, and she looks over at me with the guru face on, and she goes, "Do you feel grateful?" And so I called my lawyer immediately. I said, "This is over." No, but she said, "Do you feel grateful?" And do you know what? I'm very grateful, but I was not feeling grateful in that moment. It was just lip service. I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful for the cottages. I'm grateful for... And I thought I was feeling it, but nothing we do, nothing we can manifest can come unless we actually feel it. And I really appreciate it. I'm not the king of wanting your feedback, but I'm going to tell you something. I enjoyed that feedback because it really made me think how many times I react or we respond and we're not totally connected to what we're actually feeling. Or we might tell the truth a little more, right? So I was talking to a friend about theater. Anybody have theater background, prepared for stuff? Yeah, it doesn't have to be theater, but I was talking to this person and she really made me think because she was talking about how much she loved acting and how much she loved doing that work, and she loved the rehearsal. She loved the rehearsal, and I said, "Well, what about, the performance stuff?" "Not so much." And I went, "This is fascinating. I can use this in a talk." And months later, I am doing that because all of a sudden I went, because coming from it, I loved my rehearsals when I was an actor for 20 years. I loved them, and the biggest thing I loved was going and finding the character and discovering everything about this character and start to envelop this character and what they did and their likes and to become it. And that's what we do in spirituality. The things that we really want to have, that future self, that alignment that we want, is by becoming the very thing that we think and want and choose in our life. And I was thinking about this rehearsal process, and I was thinking, then I crossed it over to us. You see, the rehearsal process is safe because you can make mistakes. You cannot sing the right key. You can lose your lines. You can be in the middle of the sing, and then you scream out, "What? Line." Wouldn't you love to do that in life when you're confused? You just walk around, you go, "I don't know what to do. Line." So I got this whole metaphor of this acting rehearsal thing, and so I went, okay, so you're safe. And that's what we do sometimes I'll take another class, I'll figure it out a little bit more. What do you really want? I'm not sure. I'm going to take about another 7 or 8 more workshops, and then I'll figure out what it is that I really want. I'll go into meditation for 2 hours instead of an hour, and I'll find out what I want, because once we find out what we want, and once we've learned our lines, and once we have the costumes, and once we are ready for opening night. And I don't know about any of you, but I loved opening night, but you're shaking, man, because you can't hide behind your rehearsals anymore. And that's what we do in life. At least I do that in life. So what do you do? And this month we're talking all about opening up. And so there is something about, you've done all your rehearsing. You've done all of your work. You've done, almost all of your forgiving. You've almost done it all. And you go, "I'm ready. I'm ready." Don't you think we should have one more rehearsal before we actually go on? And then when we go on, that'll be... And I really sat there with it. And I saw that opening night, when you can't fall back on anything else. And that's when life becomes real. That's when you can't hide behind the line. And you have to watch the curtain open up, just like life does, and say, "It's your turn. Whatever you've been hiding behind, and it's time now." And you hear it start. And you walk out onto that stage. And the light comes up on you. and you are vulnerable, you're transparent, you're real, all the armor is off, and you just stand there and say, I'm ready. I'm ready to let you see who I am. Who I am. And I don't know about any of you, but right now it feels kind of warm and fuzzy, and right underneath the warm and fuzzy, it feels like I'll be right back. And that's the work I've been doing in the quantum field. It's been wonderful. I've been bouncing over there, and my future self is looking good, by the way. My future self is all out there going, what do you need? What do I need to know? And it says, step out. Move it. Move this away. Move that away. Dare to go first. There's a lot of life right now asking individuals, like probably everyone in this room, in your own way, to go forward. And sometimes you don't have an ensemble. Sometimes it's just a piece that you must do for yourself, by yourself, but never, ever, ever alone. Because what you have out there, you're thinking you need to show all the rehearsal and look at my but inside it says, I got you. Do you know who you are and what you are? So when the diagnosis comes up, the financial stuff, the person says, I used to love you, but now I don't anymore, goodbye. You can stand there and feel all you need to feel and still say, yes, this is who I am. This is who I am. I'm looking right now, and no matter what you're thinking, within you, without you, whatever you're thinking of me, well, whatever you're thinking of me, I'm positive it's fabulous. And when it's not, that's okay too. That's self-love. That's what I'm learning. Self-love is, I got you. If the whole world turns away, I got you. When the world is scary out there, I got you. When we all need each other, we'll be there for each other. But not if we have been our worst enemy. We will just be taking an enemy into the camp of love. So that's it for me. I mean, something light and breezy I wanted to bring to you today. But I do want to end you with this quote. Every burden contains the seed of brilliance. The question is not what happened to you, but what's ready to emerge because of it. Namaste. Did I mention that we have birthday cake today? But anyway.
Okay, so thank you for what you did today. Kauai, as it goes into its 12th year, we're grateful to be here. We're grateful for all donations that come in, no matter what. We're totally provided for by donation. We don't have any other way. So thank you for what you choose to give today. And just know that it goes to good use to bring this message and this place of community to the world. So thank you to everyone online that donates from afar, and for all of those that just consistently are here for us, even when they're not here. Thank you. So I love it. So we have a song, and it's a Karen Drucker song. I'm going to put my check in now so I don't, our check. Okay. And when it, we'll recognize it.
And I'm going to interpretive dance.
Wait till we... And if we're going to go longer than the collection probably, but we're just going to do it.
You guys like it anyway, I'm sure. Uh-oh. That's it. Just feel it kind of moving.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit. Thank you for my wealth. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit. Thank you for my wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you. I want to say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you. I want to say thank you for this day, Spirit.
And so we take this moment to bless His beautiful abundance, to know that it goes forth to heal and prosper and bless us all and this planet, and it just keeps giving and giving. And as we give, we receive, and I just know that for each and every one of us, we are opulent in all ways. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is.
Okay, so before we have cake, and before we sing happy birthday, because today is birthday Sunday, just so I can get a little eye, who had a birthday in the month of June? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ron Stover, where's Ron? He had a birthday too.
June 4th, I believe. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so here's the deal. You get no cake. No, I'm just kidding. You do. You get plenty of cake. So this is Namaste Singers. You're getting ready for our big party, right?
Right.
On July 13th. That's 12 years. We expect everyone to be here because it is going to be a great party. But I will let you know there's an addition to our party. So this is what we're having. So we have our yearly fundraiser, and this is all about repurposing, finishing things that we did not finish in the last 2 years in this building. So in the back, all the information is there. It is a potluck. The potluck sign up is back there. And then it's good to know so we can add the stuff to it. And so we have that. So it's a potluck. Then all of the musicians are going to be here that day. And the Namaste Singers. But I've added something even more because I love you. I love you. And I know the way you guys like to move the body. I see it out there. You're like, oh, I wish you would just play some music. So we do. Kevin, our DJ here, he's coming and giving us an hour and a half of dance music right here on the Labyrinth, ready to.
And
so
he's been looking at you all, deciding what kind of music he's going to play. So.
That's right. That's right.
I love that.
And so how that looks is we're going to have this, and then pretty much right after we clear out here and you start going to the potluck, then he'll come up, he'll get everything fixed, and then we will. And if you all come out and shake your groove thing, because that's my era. Shake your groove thing, then we will make another decision whether to have a nighttime dance party that's even longer. So this is like a test. Let's just hope all of you
to see if
pass
you're really
it.
serious about dancing.
Dancing.
All right.
What? Yeah, she'll pass it. I know
Okay.
that. Okay, so do not forget. And Karen Drucker was so great. Everybody went out and they told a friend to come here. And it was, not everybody, but I mean, a lot of people did. This place was packed. We had 100 people here last Sunday. And how do I know? Because I counted. But anyway, and it was an intention. And so I have an intention for this. And if you talk to somebody, we haven't seen them for a while, let them all come in, man. 12 years. That's not 12 months, that's 12 years. So bring them all down and we'll have a great party. And so with every party, you remember when we'd have parties at home? We'd have to clean up our house before they came? That's this Thursday.
That's this Thursday at
we
11.
We just want to clean up a little bit so it looks good on there.
Thursday at 11. Talk to Angela.
11 to 3.
And we have a great film this month. And you're going to like this, Bob, because when we did the other one about the bucket list, you said, they don't have one for women. This one is actually called The Life List, and it's about a young girl who works on fulfilling her life list. Oh my God, it's a fan. So it will be on July 25th at 6 p.m. And then
Sacred Journey, we only have a couple of spots left in. And Melissa, who's standing over here, if you want to know any information about it, but it's time to pay and play.
Right.
As they say in Journey.
And she's taking it again.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
All
so
right.
it's good.
And
so she'll give you any information from her experience. But this is going to be totally different, too.
And set your calendar for August 23rd. If you like Dr. Eric Overholzer and his 90 breath, he's coming back with a brand new workshop on August 23rd. It's a Saturday.
We're very busy here at the Center for Spiritual Living.
I don't even know.
Yeah. But there's one other thing that she didn't bring up. Rita entered us in America's hottest couple.
No, America's favorite couple.
Oh, favorite. I'm
so
sorry.
I don't know how it happened, but we're in the running. So you just have to vote for us starting tomorrow. So just vote for us. I'll send it out on the e-blast, and we'll see what happens. I know.
And guess what we win?
Money.
Money.
And the center gets 10% of it, so, that's good.
There you go. And a getaway.
Oh, yeah, we get a getaway.
I don't know where we're getting away to.
Anyway, it'll be fun. Just vote for us. Tell your friends to vote for us. I'm going to put it there, but I'll send it to you in like an email. I'll send you the link, and it's.
I had nothing to do with it. She actually.
It was just a
she
fluke.
Goes, we're entered in America's greatest couple.
And I had to answer all these questions. It was fun. All right.
So I think that is it. You want to give a few thank yous?
Yeah, we have. Well, we don't have them, but we do have the Namaste Singers who will ask to go to the stage right now and get ready for a closing song.
Thanks for jumping in.
And Karen Drucker and her tenor. Her tracks, we thank you, Karen, if you're listening. Probably not. She's up somewhere singing. And then to Anna and Yana, who are our Malama team today, and Ron Stover and Leslie, who are in the kitchen, and Ori's there in the kitchen. And I guess our collection stewards are Roseanne and Diane. They're back there counting the abundance. And of course, there's always Jonathan and Charles, and I don't think Orion's there today.
Orion is in Denmark.
Yeah, thank you for live streaming and sound. Jonathan, thank you for the sound today, too, because that was a lot at the last minute. And Angela, of course, who is our beautiful administrator. And anything else?
And while Ann is back there, we have a wonderful team that goes out and supports our community here at CSL with food, we're working on transportation right now. But anything you need to know, Anna is back there, go like this, and she will answer anything about the new program, okay?
Right, and do we have any practitioners that could stand in service today? It looks like they're all gone. She's up here.
Where's
I guess we don't.
Roseanne? Is that
if
her?
you need a treatment, if you need a request for a treatment, please put it in the treatment box back there, and we will be glad to know the truth for you personally and completely. So I'm going to go over there. You can close this out.
Okay. Okay, so while we do that, before we do that, are you doing the birthday?
Oh, yeah. You got to start on the same key.
Not if
Happy
you're in
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Stand
Happy
up.
birthday,
Dear
June birthday.
And Diane Decker.
Happy birthday to you.
And so as we take this moment to set, we bring them to Namaste rehearsal on Thursday, and they'll be singing. So let's just take a moment to just celebrate not only birthday of all these wonderful June babies, but also that birth that is inside of each and every one of us. That we have come here today to fill up from that incredible fountain of love, that fountain of joy, that fountain of unlimited potential. So with that, I am so grateful for each and every one of us, and I just say thank you. Thank you for coming and sharing your energy in this room and infusing us with it. And with that, we simply say, and so it is. And we do want to apologize for the AC being so cold, but we'll work on it.
All right, let's close this thing. Puppy out. The words, Put them on your feet.
I see joy, I see peace, I see goodness surrounding me. I see love in every breath I breathe. I see God in everything. I see happiness, I see freedom. I see the beauty that lives in me. I see perfection in what life brings. I see God in everything. I feel joy, I feel peace. I see the goodness surrounding me. I feel love in every breath I breathe. I feel God in everything. I feel happiness, I feel freedom. I feel the beauty that lives in me. I feel perfection in what life brings. I feel God in everything. I choose joy, I choose peace. I choose goodness surrounding me. I choose love in every breath I breathe. I choose God in everything. I choose happiness, I choose freedom. I choose the beauty that lives in me. I choose perfection in what life brings. I choose God in everything. I know joy, I know peace. I know goodness surrounding me. I know love in every breath I breathe. I know God in everything. I know happiness, I know freedom. I see the beauty that lives in me. I know perfection in what life brings. I know God in everything. I know God in everything. Namaste, 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 namaste.
You want more? You want more? Is that what? How was that?